actually highly impressed with the front. Forget the back. The front, I can give it a A+. Back, I'm gonna give it a B-. I'm gonna call this video progress. What is up? It's Simone here. So ignore my frazzled dazzled look. Today we are doing a video where I am going straight into showing you how to get the back of your full lace wig to look super natural, realistic. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and let's get started. So today's video, we are working with Afsisterwig. We are going to be using a Swiss lace. I have videos where I talk about this, but I do want to go a little bit more in depth. So in terms of Afsisterwig and this particular lace, this is called a skin melt lace. Now what I've noticed is laces that tend to be really good or look more natural on your skin usually have a certain type of edge to it. If you look really closely, you can see it's a little bit frayed. They did give me two different types of lace to compare this with. Transparent lace sometimes is not really what you think it is. Sometimes it's just way too white, way too bright, does not look natural. You have to do so much tinting, especially if you are a darker skin color. You have to either paint it like hell with foundation, with powder. It's just way too much work. This is the normal transparent lace, but you can see that it's super light. This might be the perfect lace for a Caucasian woman. On my forehead would not be the best match. Normal lace is usually super thick. It's usually a little bit itchy if you ask me. Feels like not going to melt into your skin. It's actually going to lay right on top of your skin and be a little bit noticeable unless you cover it with lots of baby hairs. I can see why a lot of companies do usually try to opt in for this, or why a lot of people do like to buy regular laces, because it lasts a little bit longer. It's not as delicate. Now when you think about Swiss lace, which is what I have on my head right now, there is more stretch to it, nice and thinner, which is what makes it melt a little bit more. The Swiss lace is just so much more undetectable, looks super natural and realistic. It definitely creates the illusion of hair growing out of your scalp, which we all want. So you can see it just looks so much more natural, especially when I go in and gel this down. I just want to show you a little bit of a comparison on my arm. So this is the normal lace. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and wet this. It only blends in right now because it's like really soaking wet, and then I'm gonna actually spray this one. This is the Swiss lace. You can definitely see my skin and my hair underneath. It looks so much more realistic. Look how natural that looks, blends in with the skin. And this is the normal lace. A little more of a wider tint, even with it being wet. Sometimes companies will have the option of a normal medium brown lace, which is fine. This is the normal medium brown lace, and this is the Swiss lace. Okay, so first things first, I actually flip the wig. Get my canvas head. I want to take the wig and I want to put the wig on the canvas head backwards. Make sure it's nice and even, and you'll know it's centered when you see these tab marks right here. These tab marks pretty much indicate where your ears are supposed to be. You can see there's a little dip in the hairline. Obviously, if one ear is right here, the other ear is probably back here. So let's go ahead and rotate this. Go ahead and stretch it out and make it nice and tight. Be careful with this lace, because since it is a skin melt lace, it is very delicate, so you don't want to rip it. We're going to treat this like it was the front of the wig, okay, as far as plucking. So you're going to go ahead and thin it out as much as possible, making it look nice and natural. On the back of the hairline is looking like an old school lace front. The tools you're going to need is the olive oil setting foam, a comb, and a tweezer. I'm not going to go into depth on how to pluck, because unless I come across a part where I'm like, okay, let me show them this, because I feel like I have several tutorials on how to pluck. So definitely go ahead and check those videos out for that. Okay guys, so for this part right here, as I'm plucking, you guys can all see there is an adjustable back hair. If you are trying to put your hair in a ponytail, you will see it. You can see the black lining right there, and I hate that. So I'm gonna try to see if I can cut this part out. So let's have a look. See, get off the adjustable band that was right here. Luckily we have no holes. Again, this is a very delicate lace, so be very careful when you're taking it off. I left these two parts on there because I just don't know what to do yet with these, so just leave that on there for now. but you can see this is the back of the lace. Alright guys, so before I go further, I want to see how this looks, and if you're doing this with your wig as well, always take time to stop and check, see how it looks, what you might need to improve on, what you might need to whatever. Okay, now this right here is my braidless braid situation. I do have a video on how I did this. Go ahead and click the link down below. This needs more plucking in the front, so I'll just have to go ahead and do that after. Let's see how the back looks. Okay, so as far as the side of my head, so I have my wig right here. Do you like how this looks? Is this plucked enough for you? Okay, so you can actually cut this part out if you really want to. I think I'm gonna actually keep it though. I'm gonna just start trimming. Okay, so right here it's a little bit crusty. Don't worry, I'll fix that later. Right now I really want to get to the back. Alright, so I'm gonna use some pins to just hold this down. Do want to point out, as you bend your head up and down, this loose lace is gonna get loose because you know you're stretching your hair. So I'm gonna actually use some hairpins and just stick it somewhere in here. Alright guys, so remember how we had those two adjustable parts underneath? I did go ahead and connect that, and I'm going to push it up. Okay guys, before we gel back here, before we gel it, so my hair is done, it's finished. What I'm gonna do is do my makeup, put on some earrings, and then I'm gonna come back to show you guys the end result. Alright guys, so this is my end result. This is my high pony. I did want the back to come out 50 times better, but you know what, you live and you learn. We have nothing but time to practice getting the back perfect. However, if you did see my last video where I did do the back, I didn't pluck it. So I never plucked it because I just didn't know how to and where to go with it. So I'm gonna call this video progress because it really is progress. So the back is plucked. I'm actually highly impressed with the front. Forget the back. I mean, we're gonna see the back, but forget the back. The front to me looks amazing. Like, it's so nice and flat, and it just looks really good. Actually looks really good. The front, I can give it a A+. The back, I'm gonna give it a B-. Okay, so this is how the back looks. I'm just gonna go ahead and just trim it just a little bit. But yeah, this is how the back looks. It looks pretty good. I just wish that, I think the gel right here got a little bit flaky, but that's okay. That's okay.